What's going on, everybody? Tanner with another video. Hope you're all having a great day. And in this video, I'm going to be walking you through the process that I go through when I'm testing a product. So I'm going to be going through step by step and showing you each individual aspect that I like to look at and analyze before I actually launch the campaign and test the product to let it go. But anyways, quick note before we get started here on my computer. I'm in Miami right now, and one of you is going to be joining me in Miami in about a month for a 3-day hands-on mentorship experience. So check the link in the description or go to learnwithtanner.com. You can enter that giveaway. It's completely free to enter, and you get the opportunity to come to Miami, all expenses paid. Anyone can win around the world. 3-day straight hands-on mentorship experience to change your life. So hope to see you in the giveaway. Now let's go ahead and get started with this video. All right, we're on my computer now. Let's go ahead and get started with this slideshow here and then showing you guys some other things. Facebook ads in 2019, how to test a product. So I'm gonna break this into like a 5-video series here. We're gonna be posting some different things with Facebook ads going on in 2019 and some strategies that I've been using that may work for you. So today's just gonna be the basics of testing a product, but it's also gonna incorporate some new stuff with 2019 that I have been using. So let's go ahead and get started. The first step is just gonna be finding a product. So I'm not gonna break that down here because that's gonna take a little while, but what you can do, if you join the giveaway in the description, you automatically get a free exclusive 5-day training course that I created. I believe it's day 1 where I actually show how to find a product that's a potential winner. But anyways, I already found this product right here. I was just going through my Facebook feed. I hadn't seen it before. Basically, it's just a car repair kit, sort of a high ticket product. But anyways, like I said, we're gonna skip step 1. If you wanna learn step 1, then join the giveaway, and in your email, you will be sent the free course. So make sure to check that out. Step 2 is gonna be congregate the data. So we're gonna put all the data together. I see a lot of people in e-commerce, they fail or they give up or they just can't maintain because they can't stay organized and they can't keep track of all the data that they need to keep track of. So I'm gonna show you what I do for every single product that I find. Here we go. This is a Google Doc. It's very simple. It's very basic. Not a ton of colors and random fonts and all this stuff. I like to keep it very precise so I can see everything as it is. It's sort of like when you sell something. If your product page isn't easy for the potential customer to read, then they're most likely not going to buy it. And I like it to be the same way for my own things that I use. So I found this product here. I put the product name, Universal Car Emergency Kit 3-in-1. That's just what they had it named on the website. I put the ad link. So the ad's right there. What I did, I right click. You show the video URL, copy that, and I put it directly here into the Google Doc, and I put the store link, so I click the actual call to action button on the ad, and I go here and I see what it is, and I copy that so we have access to that, and then I go to AliExpress and I find the product. So this is what I found right here. I had to look up electric car jack, and I ended up finding this is the exact same one that's on their store, and it's sort of expensive. So you see it's like $78 to $82 a piece, but then shipping is almost the same price as the actual unit. So that could be the supplier just sort of, getting more money. The shipping doesn't really cost that much, or the shipping does cost that much. I'm not sure exactly how big this product is and how much it weighs. But the good thing though is it has 11 to 17 day shipping, which does have tracking via UPS. So that's pretty good if you're selling this product. So I find the AliExpress link, I find the store link, I get the ad link, and then I break down the cost per unit. So if we added the shipping and everything, it's $144.11 per unit. And then I get the sell price. So how much is this person actually selling the product for? $215.95. Now we don't have to sell it at the same price that they're selling it at. We could sell it at something higher, something a little lower. I could probably sell it for a little bit more, maybe around the $250 range. And then after we get those prices, we get the break-even point, okay? So this break-even point right here is basically the margin. This is where we break even. If we go over this amount in ad spend without a purchase, then we're negative. But if we stay within this range, then we're profitable in some sort, whether it's $30 or $5. As long as you don't go over the break-even point, then you are profitable in some sense, minus some other fees and stuff. And then another thing I like to look at when I'm writing all this stuff down, and by the way, the number 1 is up here because I made this as an example. What I like to do, I number all the products that I find. So when I'm testing them, we'll get into that in a minute. I can refer back to the number of the product and look it up very, very easily. So I also do right here, as you can see, oh, there's flies in here, possible upsells. So I talk about a bunch of different upsell strategies and different things you can incorporate into your store in the free training. That's on day 4 of the free training. Again, you can get that if you join the giveaway below, learnwithtanner.com. It'll be sent to your email. But what I do when I look at these products, I don't always just try and sell the product up front. I like to make some money in the back end. So upselling is just another way to increase your average order value and get people to buy more than what they just came there to buy through the ad. Of course, not everybody's gonna buy an upsell, but some people will. So what we have here, what I do to find upsells is pretty simple. All I do is I go to Amazon, I look at the product, whatever it is, and I scroll down, and they're gonna upsell you stuff whenever you add to cart, or just below it, like right below here, it says sponsored products related to this item. So I scrolled through here, I looked at some different products. You can see customers who bought this item also bought, and what this is gonna do is just show you related products and give you an idea of what you could upsell. So one of the things I found right here is a folding lug wrench. Also, what I found that I thought may be decent was a digital tire inflator. And then down here, these wheel chocks to hold the car in place if it's not going into park, or whatever the deal is. I feel like it could relate to this because this is like an emergency car inflator kind of thing, where it helps people fix their car when it's broken down. So once we have all that information, I then just think of general interest. Okay, before we get into the actual testing phase and all the different stuff there, I like to just think of some things that relate to it. Before I go breaking down all the data, I think of, what's something that's related to this product. Okay, car repair, we have that there. We have driving, and we have road trips, because a lot of people go on road trips, they get a flat tire, something happens with their engine, they need to lift it up, whatever it is. Those are general interests that could relate to this. I haven't looked up how big these audiences are yet. I just thought of it in my head, and we're gonna break it down even further in a minute. So then, countries. A lot of people wonder, should I target worldwide? Should I do United States? And for me, I don't do worldwide anymore. I used to do worldwide and exclude some of the other countries that really didn't buy as much. But I noticed that if you just look at the countries that are selling on AliExpress, you'll be able to have a lot more of an effective testing campaign. So what I did was, I just went to this AliExpress link, and they have 321 orders, which is a decent amount. And you can look at this in the Dropshipping Center in AliExpress, or you can just scroll down and you can see whatever countries are buying. And now, of course, these people are buying it at about 145 bucks. But we would be selling it for about $100 more, but we still get a good idea of people that are interested in this. So I scrolled through here and I saw a decent amount is, United States, Russia, the UK, a little bit of Australia. So I put that on the Google Doc, okay? So these are the countries that I want to target. One may be better than the other, but we're having a general broad idea of what to target, because these are people that have actually bought from this product. So what I would do, I'll show you when we set up the campaign. I'm gonna incorporate the location of all 4 of these countries, and then in the next video, we'll break down the results and show you how to look at which country is performing best and everything like that. So now let's go here to the next step. What is step number 3? By the way, there's only 5 steps here, so we're gonna get through this pretty fast. Step 3 is breaking down the data. Okay, so we have this data already here for this product. I do this for every single product that I find. What I'm gonna do is look at the general interest. So we have car repair, driving, road trips. Those are just things I thought of in my head. And what we're gonna do is we go to your business manager and go up here to the menu and just go to audience insights, okay? So now we're on audience insights, and basically what this just shows is all the different breakdowns of all the data of people that are active on Facebook. So up here where it has United States, I'm gonna go ahead and put Russia. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Russia. I'm gonna do the United Kingdom, and I'm gonna do Australia. So those are the countries that I found were buying most from the AliExpress link, so I'm gonna incorporate those into here. And now what I'm gonna do, if we go back here to this tab, the first general interest I had was car repair, okay? So what I'm gonna do is go to interest here, and I'm gonna type in car repair. All right, so we have 15 to 20K monthly active people. That is way too small for me, so I wouldn't even consider that an interest to really test with, because it's so small. And really the ads wouldn't spend that much money when testing. It would take a long time to indicate whether it was profitable or not. So let's go ahead and go out of that. And what was the next one? Driving. This one should be pretty big. Driving. All right, 10 to 15 million monthly active people, okay? So I would consider that a broad general interest. What I'll do, I'll put the product number. So the first product we have is just number 1, okay? It's the inflator emergency car kit. And the general interest, the first one we're gonna put is just driving, okay? That's 10 to 15 million right there. Excuse me. So basically what this is gonna do, the affinity score here on the right is gonna show how relatable this audience is of this Facebook page to the interest you put in. So driving. Driving is very broad. It's very, a lot of people drive. And this Facebook page has a 104x affinity score that is related to driving. So Grand Tour Nation, if we click on it, we can see it has several 100,000 likes, and it's just a car brand. So what we could do, we go back to here to the spreadsheet. I would put in, all right, Grand Tour Nation. And what you can do is look at this so you can see the different pages, and at the same time you want to look at the categories, the top categories, and see which category relates most to your actual product. So if I was gonna scroll through here, automotive parts store, that would be a good one. So carid.com, let's see how big this page is. So this page has 2.5 million, so I would definitely put that one in here. I would do, all right, carid.com, because that's a pretty decently sized page, and I would definitely give that a shot. And you can go in and just keep looking. You can see something like, all right, what do we have? Automotive body shop, Gas Monkey Garage. So I could go through and just do this. And you want to do this for every general interest you think of. Not everyone, but a decent amount. Because like the first one we looked at had like a 15 to 20,000 audience, but that was too small for us. So we did driving. And we could go in, do this again. Let's see what the next one we have is. Road trips. All right, so we'll go back here. We'll exit out of this interest. And we'll go road trip. 2 to 2.5 million monthly active users. And again, we could scroll down, see whatever page. Road trips is just a page, I guess. It's decently sized. We could give that a shot. And again, you scroll through the different categories, relate them to your product, and then put them directly here into the spreadsheet. Now, not everybody uses a spreadsheet. For me, I like to use it because it makes things more simple and easier for me to look at, so I can know what I've tested already, what I haven't tested, what products are there, or what information I need to look for, and really just keeping everything together so I don't lose track of what I'm doing. And when it comes down to specific related actions, basically what I like to do is think of this as things that are related to the product. What would someone do? What is an action someone would do if they needed this product? Like, think of the potential buyer. If someone needs like an emergency car kit, what do they do a lot? Driving, all right? That's a specific related action, but we already have that as a general interest. So I would have to think of something else. All right, so what I've done, I put in here adventure travel. This is sort of like a specific related action. People that like adventure travel may get a flat tire and need this emergency car kit. So we go through here, 20 to 25 million, which is pretty broad. We could test it, we could use it. We'll do that when we create our strategy. But again, we're gonna go through the categories. Let's see what we got here. So what I would probably do, instead of using adventure travel, with something that's pretty broad, 20 to 25 million, what I would do is break that down into Airbnb. Airbnb is also very big because it's a very popular company. As you can see, 15 million people like their page, but at the same time, you're breaking it down narrower than just adventure travel. You're targeting people that are interested in actually staying in different places around the country or even around the world. So this may be something people need when they rent cars when they're traveling abroad, or they're just road tripping within the United States. For me, I like to road trip. I just drove 10 hours down here from North Carolina to Miami. So the next step, basically what you're gonna do, you're gonna have to repeat this multiple times until I would say you maybe have 5 to 10 general interests, 5 to 10 related pages, and a couple specific related actions. So now let's go to step 4. Plan your strategy, okay? So what is our strategy actually gonna be? A lot of people ask, should I do $5 a day ad sets? Should I do $20 a day? What should I do, Tanner? Now, my answer for the budget you're using per day, $5, $10, $20, $100, whatever it is, really it just comes down to time. In my opinion, and from what I've seen testing a lot of different options, is that if you're using, let's say you have the product, for example, that is $10 margin. I would not recommend selling a product that has a $10 margin, but if you're doing $5 a day ad sets, then you're gonna have to wait 2 days to see if it reaches that break-even point or if it goes over it and if it's profitable or not. If you do $10 a day, you're gonna be able to see within one specific day if it's profitable or not, and if you get a sale, and you'll be able to turn it off. If it's spent over $5, and I would probably turn it off just because that cuts your margin in half already, and you're most likely not going to be able to make a lot of money with that. That's why I don't really like to do free plus shipping, is because it's so low ticket in a sense most of the time that it's going to be hard to be profitable, as well as tracking the Facebook ads is hard to look at because Facebook does not track shipping costs. So if I was to test this product, by the way, this product was random. I didn't spend a bunch of time finding this product. It was literally just in my Facebook feed. That's one of the methods I use for product research. But this one was very, very simple to find, and it actually might be something you could make some money with. There's a decent margin on it, and it has trackable shipping through UPS, which is pretty good instead of just the standard AliExpress seller's method. So if we go back here, we have a $71. This is, by the way, if we're just using the original sell price of whatever the seller on the ad we saw was selling it at. So that would leave us with $71.84. So for me, if I was to plan a strategy for this, what you can do, you can write it down, you can type it, you can do whatever you want. I want to create one campaign because you have to break it down into the campaign level, the ad set level, and the actual creative, which is the ad plus the ad copy. So I'm gonna have one campaign to test this product. I'm gonna do 2 general interest. By the way, we're using the information that we have here from our product test spreadsheet from whatever we found, and I'm gonna use 2 related pages, 2 product specific actions. So that leaves us with 6 ad sets, and I would do it at $20 a day each for me, in my opinion, if I was testing this product. So basically what I'm doing is I'm split testing. I'm using some general interest and some related pages and then some actual related actions. Instead of just doing 10 broad interests like a bunch of people used to do, you can't really do that anymore. I'm breaking it down even further and narrowing it down so I can see specifically which ones are doing better. Are the actions doing better, the general interest, or the actual related pages that are brands and have a solid audience of themselves already? And as far as the actual ad creative goes, you know, having a video, a lot of people ask me, should I use a picture? Should I use a video? I would say to use an image if the product doesn't have a specific use, but if the product has multiple uses, like this product here, it's supposed to lift up the car, then you're actually gonna have a video to show what it does and have a demonstration. And as far as the actual ad of, should I take someone else's ad? Should I make my own? Should I buy the product and do it? So from the start, when I'm testing a product, I never buy the product and really have it unless it's something small, that's low ticket that I can just get and make an ad quick. What I usually like to do is find some stock footage of it if I can, go on YouTube, see what other people are posting about it, if there's any, you know, review videos, and then I chop it all together. So one of my business partners, Errol, is actually a video editor. So this is pretty simple for us to do, but there's also a lot of people out there that I know that, you know, they charge money to make a custom video for the ad, and you can do it that way. And some people just steal the ad. That's just what some people do. That's what a majority do. That's what I used to do, but now I've learned that in order to stand out and make a lot of money with dropshipping in 2019, you have to have your own ad. You have to stand out and edit things to relate to your brand and be different than what everybody else is doing. So we have there 1 campaign, 2 general interests, 2 related pages, 2 product specific actions. And like I said, we also have to think about it in the ad creative level. What I would do is just have 1 variation of the ad to start off just to test it. I'm not gonna have a bunch of different retargeting carousels and all this different stuff. I'm just gonna have 1 ad variation that I'm gonna use to test with all these interests. And then what we're also gonna have to do is target those countries that we listed here: United States, Russia, United Kingdom, and Australia. So now to show you how to actually set up the testing campaign, this is pretty simple. Go to your ads manager, go to conversions. And now another thing a lot of people argue about is, should I do page post engagement or conversions? What should I do? I just suggest conversions. Page post engagement is gonna get you some likes and comments and stuff, but at the same time, you're getting dead traffic from that. But if you're optimizing for conversions, you're gonna get likes and comments at the same time of getting some pretty decent traffic that could actually buy from you instead. You know, social proof is important, but it adds up over time, whether you're optimizing for engagement or conversions. In my opinion, it's not worth it to waste money on page post engagement. So optimize for conversions. I would call this product, all right, the emergency car kit. I'm gonna test cold tests, and it has what is it, like a $77 break-even point. Then continue. Also CBO we're gonna get into in some of the future videos here. And then as far as conversion event here, this is just a test ad account, so I don't have any pixels and stuff in here. But what I would do, just click here and choose purchase, and then you'll be good to go. And now as far as countries, I'm gonna go in here. I'm gonna put in Russia. I'm gonna put in United Kingdom. And I'm gonna do Australia. All right, and now what I'll do up here, it already has the countries in. I'm not gonna touch the ages or genders or anything like that yet, because Facebook will sort of spin where it thinks it'll be best. In the next video, I'll show you breaking down the results and showing you how to get to the next level with this stuff. I always uncheck this here, and what you're gonna have to do is go here to whatever your spreadsheet has. You know, after you put in all the information, I didn't spend a bunch of time on this because I wanted to keep this video concise so you could just learn from it, and choose 2 general interests, 2 related pages, and 2 specific related actions. So first off, we're just gonna do the general interests. I would put 1 is driving. So the first one we put in there is driving. This fly is getting to me. We're gonna edit the placements. For me, I just always like to use feeds. Makes things a lot more simple from the start. I don't use the other ones except for maybe some retargeting tactics that we'll be getting into. Then $20 a day, I would leave it there. There has my name and my Instagram. And what I would do here in the ad name, I would do emergency car kit, variation 1. And then single image or video, and then I would choose video, and then upload my video because this product has a specific use, and then write the ad copy. Now, a lot of people, instead of just copying someone else's ad copy specifically and putting it there, try to do some things that actually stand out. And another thing you can do is in the news feed link description and Facebook feed, what you can do, you can go to Google. What I recommend you do, go to Google, look up star emoji, and it's just gonna be like a black star, and copy that and put in right here in the news feed link description, paste like 5 stars and do like 5 out of 5 star rating. And what it's gonna do is sort of show as a subheading that it has good reviews, and it's just social proof on desktop feed for people to look at, and gets them more likely to click. And the same thing comes down to headline. A lot of people in the headline, they just put something random that doesn't really stand out. You know, give some words that talk about the product. Like if I was to do it for this product, I would do like, you need this in your trunk, something like that, because it's basically qualifying the potential person. Like, all right, this is an emergency car kit. If I always have this in my trunk, then I'm gonna be able to use it whenever my car breaks down and I need to fix it. And call to action is gonna be simple. We're gonna just do shop now. And your URL, don't put a bit link here because this is for the call to action button. Put the actual link to your store. And in the ad copy, stand out and just have one call to action link. You can use a bit link or the long link from your store. But most clicks and leads that go to your store are gonna come from the actual call to action button, which is the shop now button, compared to just the link in the actual ad copy description. And then once you do that, all you're gonna have to do is go down here and confirm. And like I said, I don't have all the information here. I don't wanna take too much of your time. We confirm it, it would go in review, and then eventually it would launch. And also, I forgot to talk about this real quick. You wanna change this. So you have the ages here, we're doing feeds, driving, and then we have the countries and stuff like that, so we can keep up with everything and know what's selling, what's not, what's getting link clicks, and all that stuff. And the next step is really just gonna be duplicating the ad set and creating the new ones with the different interests. It's very simple. I'm not gonna show you guys everything here because I want you to also learn a little bit by yourself by actually going through some trial and error. Just find the duplicate button, duplicate it, original campaign, and all you have to do is go to this ad set level, change the name up here instead of driving to the next interest of whatever it is, and then go down here, exit out driving, put in your next interest. And then one thing I see a lot of people mess up with, you don't wanna mess this up, go to your ad, and instead of doing create ad again, where it has the video and stuff already uploaded here and confirm, make sure you click use existing post right here, and then go right here to enter post ID. You're gonna have to go up here again to your menu and go to page post. You'll see it from the original ad set that was published, and then copy that code right here and submit it, and you'll be able to transfer the ad and then duplicate that. So instead of creating a new ad that's being shown to people every different time, then you're gonna be able to have the same ad being used on all the ad sets. So all the money you're spending is going to one ad and you're getting all the engagement and views on that single ad instead of a bunch of different ones that are exactly the same. And step 5 is just creating the campaign. Basically what I just showed you how to do. It's very, very simple as you saw. Just duplicate it, create all of your other ad sets, and you'll be good to go. So in the next video, we're gonna be breaking down the data to know when to scale or when to stop a product test. We're gonna be talking about all the key indicators, columns, and everything you need to know for the next phase of sort of getting out of the basics and understanding exactly what you're doing and why you're doing it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. You learned something about product testing, hopefully something a little bit new compared to the normal strategies that people have been talking about and some things that I've talked about in the past. And once again, remember, if you want to win this one-on-one mentorship giveaway here in Miami, go to the link in the description, learnwithtanner.com, and I would love to see you there and give you the opportunity to learn with me and change your life. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.